Hi guys, it's Joe here from Belper Vlogs. In this video today I will be attempting to predict the final league standings of the BetVictor NPL South East Division League Belper in for the 2019-2020 season. I did this last season and I didn't do very well, so I'm going to try and attempt to do a little bit better this season. But before I begin, don't forget to drop a like on the video if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, really help me out. If you enjoy the content, please let me know. If you don't enjoy it, please let me know. And with that said, let's get into the video. Right, so kicking off this table in 20th position, so last place I've gone for Market Drayton. So I've put them there because obviously we don't know, they may well have a decent season. They've not been great last couple of seasons, they've been down the bottom-ish and just about stayed up. And from my sources I've heard that they've not been looking great in pre-season, so it doesn't really spell much optimism for them. We've obviously got them in the first game of the season away. I won't be able to go to that one, just so you got the heads up, because I got something else on that day. But yeah, Market Drayton I think are going to finish bottom, sadly. So in 19th place, in the penultimate position, I am going to go for Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm going to go for these guys to finish 19th because they had a little bit of a poor run in towards the back end of last season. When we beat them 4-1, they didn't look up too much and they kind of just fell off since then and just picked up enough points to stay up. I think they're going to do that again this season, but I could see them going down. I think it's going to be a toss-up between them and Market Drayton as ever. I think the games between the two of them will be crucial. So yeah, Stocksbridge. So 18th I've gone for Carlton Town. So Carlton, a little bit like Stocksbridge, they kind of fell off towards the end of last season, relying on Apoku, their striker, to carry them a bit and score the goals to keep them up. I think there's going to be a similar scenario to that this season. He's going to be scoring a few goals. He already has in pre-season. But Tommy Brookbanks, the new management team there, I think he's going to be good. He's going to get them organised because he's an experienced manager who's been around a while. So he'll get them organised, and he'll get them organised enough to stay up. So 17th place, I'm going to go for Spalding United. Spalding, yet again, they were down the bottom for quite a long time last season, just picking up a few points here and there, and that including 4 against us, and that was enough for them to stay up. And I think it's going to be a similar situation for them this year. They have signed a new striker, Jamie Jackson, who apparently is a prolific striker, and he gives them the goal threat they've been looking for, according to Spalding's manager. So it'll be interesting if that comes off, whether he can score the goals to, comfortably keep them up. It'll be interesting to see, but I think Spalding's 17th. So yeah, 16th, I've gone for Newcastle. They've been comfortable lower mid-table in Step 4 for quite a while there. We have played them in the past when they have been in our league. Obviously, they weren't last season. They were in the West League, where they finished 15th, I believe. So I think another solid season for them, where they're going to stay up, but they're not going to pull up too many trees. And 16th. So in 15th place, I've gone for Glossop North End. They finished 17th last season in their league, and I think they're going to have another solid season for them. I don't think they're going to be troubling the playoff places, but I think they're going to be... 14th place, I've gone for Lincoln United, which is where they finished last season in the East League. Yeah, just they always have been a solid Step 4 team. Still a realistic club now, BetVictor club, of course, but new management for them. Sam Wilkinson left the club and he has been replaced. So I think it's just been another transition season for them. I think if they keep building, though, they will be able to have one season when they really push for those playoff places. But I don't think it's going to be this season. I think 14th. So 13th, I've gone for Wisbech, the Fenmen from Cambridgeshire. I think they finished 17th last season, and I think they're going to do slightly better this year. Speaking to some Wisbech fans, they're quite optimistic, even though they've got new management and new players from a lower league. But I feel like they're going to bring that hunger, they're going to bring that desire, and I think they are going to be able to make the step up. Yes, the travelling will also be an issue for Wisbech. It won't be as bad as it was last year, not as many miles to cover, but still will be an issue. But I think they'll be alright. When we went the last season, they're a tough team to play against, it's a tough ground to go and get a win at, and that'll be the same this season, and hopefully that'll be enough to get them a solid mid-table. I've gone for Kidsgrove, another solid Step 4 team. Finished around mid-table last season in the West League, and I think it's going to be a similar situation for them this year. It's a tough place to go and play at by all accounts, so they may well pick up a few wins at home, and that'll get them to a solid... So 11th, I've gone for Worksop. I think that they may well do a mid-table finish. They're hard to predict, especially they got promoted last year. So you don't always know the promoted sides. Obviously, Morpeth did really well last season. So you don't know, but I think they're going to do alright. Most people seem to think they're going to do okay, so I think they will 11th place. They could easily get higher than that, but I'm going to put them on 10th place. I'm going to go for Chasetown, another team. It's just a solid Step 4 club, really. They finished mid-table last couple of seasons, and I think they're going to do it again. So yeah, 10th place I think. 9th, I've gone for Frickley Athletic. Last season, obviously I predicted them to top the table, which didn't happen. They finished in mid-table. I think this season they're going to improve on their finish from last season. I think they finished 13th, 12th, something like that. But obviously Jacob Hazel firing in the goals for them may well get them to a decent position. It's a tough ground to go and play at. They will pick up wins at home. And yeah, they could easily challenge for the playoffs, but I think they're going to finish 9th. So in 8th place, I've gone for Stamford. Stamford, who I think underperformed last season. A lot of games that they should have won, they didn't pick up points, probably against us. They maybe could have got something there. But they've made a lot of new signings, so that should, propel them up the table. Especially a good solid new striker returning. Pearson Mwang has re-signed for them. However, they've not been looking great in pre-season by all accounts. Maybe the signings aren't gelling together, I don't know. So it'll be an interesting one, but I think they're going to improve on last season, but just miss out. So in 7th place, I've gone for Sutton Coldfield. They finished 5th last season in the Southern League, but they have been transferred to our league. That still makes them a very strong side. I think they're definitely going to be challenging for those playoffs. I think they're just going to miss out, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them in there. However, I think they're just going to fall short, and I think they're going to finish. So in 6th place, I've gone for Ilkeston. Ilkeston will be an interesting one next season, obviously owned by the Notts County owner, Alan Hardy, who's obviously involved in all the controversy around there. But talk around Ilkeston is he'll still continually invest in Ilkeston constantly, and they'll be alright and they should be secure, but we don't know. But if that's the case, I think they'll be 6th. A lot of people have tipped them to have a decent season. I think they will. Similar to Sutton Coldfield, they may make the playoffs, they may not. But I think they're just going to fall short on finish. So in 5th place, and just starting off these playoff positions, I've gone for Cleethorpes. Cleethorpes Town. They always seem to be a strong side. They did alright last season, finished just above us as I remember. And they have been strong throughout lots of season. I think they are going to just break into those playoffs this season, which they missed out on last year. Got a very strong setup there, good backing, and I think they're going to do it. A lot of people have tipped them to have a decent season, and I'm going to join those people and say they're going to finish. So in 4th place, I'm going to go for Leek Town. Leek, who finished 3rd in the West League last season, coming back into the South East League this season. I think they're going to continue that playoff form. Always a tough team to play against from the Belper League in the past. I think that's going to stay as is. Some people saying they're not going to do well, but I think they're going to have a decent season. I think they're going to finish 4th. So now in 3rd, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to put Belper Town. They're going to finish 3rd this season. I will go into more depth on Belper's chances this season in a different video, but for now, I think we've kept the majority of the squad from last season, minus Cruz and Asensio and Malkowski, and we've added new recruits in all positions on the pitch, which I think will make us very strong. We've got the shortest mileage in the division to travel, which I think is always nice. And I think we're going to be strong. I think, last season, the transition season, this season, moving forward, I think we'll be very strong. We're going to finish in the playoffs, I think. Some people have tipped us to win the league, but I think playoffs will be very good, and I would take it. So in 2nd place, I've gone for Loughborough Dynamo. They've been very vocal in the past 6 months or so about wanting to become a football league club, which obviously you'll know if you follow them on Twitter. And for me, I think there's no smoke without fire here. That must mean they are confident in the setup. Whether they're going to get a football league or not is a different story. But they must be confident in the setup. They've got a good setup. They beat us comfortably 2-0 at their place last season. Got good players, got good, fast, dynamic attacking players, which could get them to a good position. They could easily win the title, but I think they're just going to miss out. They're going to finish in the playoffs in a 2nd place. So, winning the league, if you've not figured it out by now, I have gone for Sheffield FC, Sheffield Club, the first football club. They had a stronger season last season for just pipping Tadcaster to finish in the playoffs to lose in the semi-finals. But I think they're going to go one better this season. I think they're going to go up automatically. They have had a lot of new signings of high pedigree to the strong squad they had last season. And with the good fan base, the backing, the money they have, I think they're going to have a strong season and win the league. Yeah, so there we are. Those are my predictions for the 2019-2020 BetVictor NPL South East League. Those where I think the team's going to finish up. Obviously, they may not all be right. They probably won't. I probably messed it up like I have last season. But it'll be interesting how some teams do. The promoted sides, the teams who've transferred into our league, will be interesting seeing. Obviously, Belper, I'll have my eyes on. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think's going to happen. You can always tweet me. I'll leave that in the description. Comment on the Instagram page, all that sort of stuff. That's always in the description. You can come and have a chat with me at the Mickleover Sports Friendly at home tomorrow. I'm not going to be vlogging that one, but I'll be there. And I'll be able to have a chat with you. And yeah, that's it from me. So drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, all the usual stuff. And my name's Joe from Belper Vlogs, and I'll talk to you. Thank you, by the way, for everyone who has helped me out. Put a play on Twitter. Look, can you give me a bit of assistance? And some people have, especially the Facebook group, the Bridge Boys. They've helped me out a lot. So thank you to all of you, and I'll talk to you in a while.